Devamrita Swami Maharaj grew up in New York. His mother was academically brilliant and a strong Christian, and he imbibed both these traits from her. Later in life, his mother confided to him that during the time of his conception, she was praying to God to send her a servant of the Lord. When he was a teenager, the family briefly moved to Philadelphia, where he went to school for 2 years. He was so brilliant at school that he was sent to a special high school. Even in that special school, he did so well that after his first year there, he received a full scholarship to a very high-class, exclusive prep school in New Hampshire. He spent 3 years in this high-achieving prep school, and after finishing his secondary education there, he received a scholarship to Yale. Yale is considered at the pinnacle of universities in America and around the world. A month after he finished his tertiary at Yale, he was living in New York City, going somewhere to a nearby metropolitan area, and he ran into a devotee. He looked and saw this strange-looking person on the street. He was always interested in reading different things, and so he approached him.
Hey, what have you got there?
Hare Krishna, my name is Jai Jagannath Brahmachari. Showing these books on Krishna consciousness, written by our spiritual master, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Like to buy one of these?
But what is it about?
This book is called Transcendental Teachings of Prahlad Maharaj. It's a really small book.
Okay, looks interesting. I think I'd like to buy that one.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Hare Krishna.
Suppose you are given thorny twigs to eat. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a very nice food. It is certified by the camels. It is very good. Would you like to take it? No. What nonsense are you offering me? Because you have a different body from the camel. You have no taste for thorny twigs. But if you offer them to a camel, he will think it is a very nice meal. Now, if the hogs and camels can enjoy sense gratification without great struggle, why not we human beings? We can, but that is not our ultimate achievement, okay? The facilities to enjoy sense gratification are offered by nature, whether one be a hog, a camel, or a human being. So why should you labor for facilities that you are destined to receive anyway, by nature's law? That means the taste of sense gratification is the same in all species of life. Oh my God. All this while, I've been getting the same taste as of cats and dogs. Wow. This book is just amazing. I have to get more of these books. But how will I get them? I don't want to go and talk to those hippies wearing strange clothes with some exotic culture. No way. Nah. I've got nothing to do with those Hare Krishnas. But there has to be some way. I can get the books by mail.
Meanwhile, Maharaj started getting books by mail order. He had ordered the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna book, Nectar of Devotion, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Sri Ishopanishad. He just kept reading 4 hours a day for 6 months straight without going to a temple or a center even once. By this time, he had developed a very strong taste for Srila Prabhupada's books. He was actually addicted to Prabhupada's books, and he desperately wanted new books. And then one day,
coming soon, the greatest of all transcendental literatures, the Srimad Bhagavatam by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the spiritual encyclopedia of knowledge of both the material and spiritual world. Place your orders soon. I can't wait for this one to come by the post. I got to have it now. got to have it tonight. But how? I don't want to go and talk to those devotees again on the street. No way. But I think there is no other way. I think it's worth taking the risk. I'll go and talk to a devotee on the street. Yeah.
At that time, having just graduated, Maharaj had this handsome afro hairdo and was a very good-looking young man. It was evening time and he decided to go downtown to the city and as non-intrusively as possible and get one of these books from the Hare Krishna devotees. He went to a big bus terminal in New York Port Authority to look for a devotee and saw some devotees there distributing books amidst 5,000 people walking back and forth in this huge bus terminal. Unknowingly, he was to become a recipient or a victim of Devi Shakti Mataji's Devotee a Day program. She had a very specific maneuver to bring one person to the temple every day. She would convince them on the spot that they had to surrender everything they had to Krishna and become Krishna's devotee. According to her, unless they surrendered their whole life to Krishna, they would never understand the philosophy of who Krishna is and what love is. That particular day, she was struggling to find that one prospective devotee and was really desperate to find someone.
Excuse me. Do you have Srimad Bhagavatam?
Sorry, what did you say?
Do you have Srimad Bhagavatam?
Oh, how do you know about that book?
Now look, don't ask me any questions, okay? I don't want to talk to you. Just give me the book, I will give you the money, and we will leave it at that, okay?
If you want Srimad Bhagavatam, then you need to surrender to Krishna. Otherwise, you cannot understand Srimad Bhagavatam. I'm sorry, I cannot give you the book. You have to become a devotee.
What? Become a devotee? No way. Look, just give me the book.
She kept trying to engage him in a conversation, and he was determined that he wouldn't have anything to do with these people. He just wanted the book, the Srimad Bhagavatam. But she just went on and on and on. Then surprisingly, she pulled out a brochure.
By the way, we're trying to get a new building in New York City. Just take a look at the plans. It's going to have a theater, restaurant, library, this, that. I'm sure you'll be very interested.
That looks interesting. A theater, library, restaurant. All the places where I can go without becoming committed like one of you guys.
You know, you can probably help out. Give a donation for this center that we're trying to get.
What? A donation? Me? Look, I haven't given any charity to anybody in my whole life. Look, I don't want to plan. I'm not planning on giving anything to you right now. Just give me the book.
Look, you have read so many books. You know that this is the most important cause. You should help.
No. Look, I will leave money for you in my will.
Oh, you don't even have a home. You don't even have a will.
All right. Now look, I don't have any money with me right now. All the money is at my father's place.
Oh, really? Let's go.
My goodness. Is she mad? I, the sophisticated New Yorker, Manhattan dweller, that's like the ultimate sophistication one can ever have. Now imagine, if I go to my father's place with someone looking like her, my reputation is going to be finished. No way. I'm not.
She keeps insisting, and he finally agrees after 20 minutes of argument, and they start walking towards the subway. They go 20 minutes uptown in Manhattan and reaches his apartment building. His apartment was located at the 14th floor.
All right. No, you're not coming up. Stay down here, okay? Stay down here. I'll go up, get some money for you, and come down, okay?
It's getting so late. It's New York City. It's so dark. I don't know where I am. I don't even know anyone in this place. I think this person has fooled me. Oh, Krishna, what kind of a fool I am. Please help me.
Devi Shakti Mataji was getting worried and puzzled. Krishna in her
Hare
heart
Krishna,
kept
Hare
saying,
Krishna,
just
Krishna
stand here,
Krishna, Hare
just
Hare.
wait and see what
Hare Ram,
happens.
Hare Ram, Ram, Ram.
She kept standing there
Hare
and
Krishna,
waiting,
Hare Krishna.
getting more and more
Krishna,
scared.
Hare Hare, Hare
New York
Ram,
City
Hare
had a
Ram,
bad
Ram,
reputation
Hare.
of being unsafe at nights.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna kept her
Hare
waiting.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Another 20
Hare.
minutes went by, and finally he comes back with a checkbook. Somehow or other, he was inspired to make a gesture of supreme generosity, and he wrote out a check worth $1,000.
Oh, this is very nice. But I would like to ask you for 2,000.
What? I just gave you $1,000 and you're asking for more. Oh, she's crazy.
See, you have read so many books. You know that everything belongs to Krishna. I'm simply requesting you to give Krishna what belongs to him. That's all.
Look, give whatever she's asking for, because everybody in the surrounding building is looking at you through the windows. And if they see you talking to this strange looking girl, no way. Give it to her what she's asking for and get rid of her real quick. All right. Okay.
Then he tore another check and wrote down a donation for $2,000. But he didn't still have any Srimad Bhagavatam. It finally turned out that devotees in New York hadn't received a shipment of the Bhagavatam yet. 2 weeks later, Maharaj was going to the bus terminal on his way back to Yale. He sees the same devotees and a few others and tries to walk past them without getting noticed.
Hey, it's him! It's him!
No way, not him, not me
Oh,
again.
you! Come over here. He's got some very nice food for you. It's called prasad. Let's just talk a bit. By the way, where are you going?
Where am I going? Why do you want to know where am I going?
Devi Shakti Mataji shocks Maharaj by requesting him for another donation. But Maharaj was reluctant to give any further donations since he had already donated $2,000 in his previous meeting with her. But after a long protest, he agrees to give another $2,000 to a total of $4,000 now.
I'm thinking, you have given so much money. Why don't you come to the temple and see what it's like?
Yeah, that does make sense. I have given so much money to you guys. I should at least go and check where that money is being utilized for.
Yes.
Absolutely. I will go and have a look.
So he worked up enough courage one Sunday to make the trip to Brooklyn for the temple. He felt uneasy about it, and as he approached the place, he could smell the incense about 3 blocks away. As soon as he opened the door, there was a nice tall brahmachari waiting for him.
Welcome, brother. You've come to the right place. Please, come on in. Come into our temple. Take off your shoes. Move your feet around. Warm up a bit.
All right, okay.
Thereafter, Maharaj stayed and joined the brahmachari ashram. He started working at the BBT press, doing manual labor, and was then placed on full-time book distribution, both in New York and traveling throughout the United States. When his physical health started to dwindle, his services were changed to the BBT, which was in the process of relocating to Los Angeles. He could relate to the Sanskrit scholars at the BBT. Maharaj also wanted to be in personal association of Srila Prabhupada, and he realized that if he took up a managerial position at the BBT, he would be the person who would be corresponding with Srila Prabhupada on a one-to-one basis. So he worked his way up to the director of BBT, and that was a very hard thing to do. But because of his intelligence, prowess, and determination, they made him the director of the BBT. But it was just about the time when Prabhupada was about to leave the planet. As he was preparing to send his first package to Prabhupada, he realized that Prabhupada was leaving. It was such a heartbreak to him and a great shock that after Prabhupada left the planet, he also left his service at the BBT. He also knew that the year after year non-stop marathon of producing Prabhupada's books was now over. Therefore, he decided to try and do something special to please Srila Prabhupada and proceeded to help preaching in Eastern Europe behind the Iron Curtain. This was during the early 80s. Maharaj was leading a group of young devotees in Warsaw, Poland. There were no preaching centers there at that time, and everything had to be done with utmost secrecy. Surprisingly, one weekend, they had found a place to have a program.
Hare Krishna. Dear Maharaj, I've got a big apartment where we can have gatherings of devotees. It will be free for the whole weekend, as my mother has gone away.
How nice. We can get together and talk about Krishna all the time.
We will chant Hare Krishna, eat prasad, bliss.
Yes. Very good, very good.
So the devotees arrive at the boys' home and are excited to have a place for a program for an entire weekend.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Everything seemed to be going perfect until they had a surprise visitor. It was the boy's mother. What Maharaj wasn't aware and the devotees neglected to tell him was that the boy's mother was a high-ranking official in the police.
Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now, what is the relation that we have with Krishna? Our constitutional position is that we are His servants. But the relationship between us and Krishna is not that of the mundane servitorship.
The boy's mother was thinking that they were having a political rally at her house, or they were doing something illegal. She wasn't sure what it was yet. In any case, bhakti gatherings, especially with a foreigner, were completely illegal.
You see? And the only process that we have got in today's world is chanting the holy name. It is very easy to follow. That's the biggest benediction that we have got today's age. No need to do any complex things, no need to do any difficult things. You have to just chant the holy name. That is the process of bhakti that you have to follow.
Maharaj was thinking what was going to happen when she comes to him. He certainly didn't look from this extremely pale-skinned part of the world. So finally she turns towards Maharaj and brings a vision to him. But as she turned her head to look at Maharaj and walked towards him so that she was standing directly in front of him, staring right into his face, something mystical happens.
having these political meetings in my house? What happens now? I could lose my career. What are you doing here?
Mother, don't.
After a few days, Maharaj meets the devotees again, and we're discussing about the program and the incidents that happened that day.
What happened? Didn't she say anything about me? I am wanted by the KGB. A permanent suntan complexion in this snow white part of the world is absolutely rare. Then what happened?
No, Maharaj. She didn't even see you.
She didn't even see me? Even though she was standing right in front of me, looking straight into my face, she didn't see me? That's because Krishna took away her power of perception. He says in Bhagavad Gita, Mattaha smritir jnanam apohanam cha. From him comes the knowledge, forgetfulness and remembrance. She wasn't in charge of her perception. It was Krishna. It was Krishna who was in charge. He was sitting in her heart and dictating to her. You don't see anything. Such miracles can happen while distributing the holy name of the Lord.
The following incident was during the communist days in Europe, and Maharaj had just spoken at an university. Many students came for the program, and they were all very happy and invited him to go on the students' radio program. Conceding to the request of students, Maharaj, along with another devotee, Krishna Kshetra Prabhu, spoke on the student radio. With time, devotees understood that when they did a program, they had to drive away immediately before 6 a.m. and get out of town before the KGB woke up and came looking for them. However, this incident was during the early days of communist preaching. And in this case, the radio show finished late, and Maharaj, along with the other devotee, went to sleep in a car parked right at the university campus. They were quite tired, and at around 7 in the morning, they got a wake-up call from someone unexpected.
Come with me.
The officers had received information that there were some foreigners doing some suspicious program at the university the previous night. The officers took Maharaj with him to the office of the person in charge of the university. Obviously, to have some such positions those days, you had to be a high-ranking official in the Communist Party.
Aha! We are going to look so good when we hand over these guys to the secret police. Our careers will get better.
Now that we finally caught a foreigner, our boss will be so pleased with us.
Come with us.
Oh.
The officers escorted him to a different location, what Maharaj found out later to be the KGB headquarters. They took him alone into an interrogation room with senior undercover KGB agents waiting to pounce on him.
American passport. So, you are an agent of CIA in our country. You are trying to brainwash our people against our country, against our ideology. You're trying to start a civil uprising here. No, no, never. That will never happen. You will be finished. No one can save you now. No lawyer, no nation, not even your America can save you. Now, in our prison camps, you will beg for death every day.
Just tell us everything. Tell us everyone you know in this country. Tell us all your plans and activities. And then there could be hope for you. Otherwise, you'll never see our home again.
Krishna, my only desire is to serve you. Please give me the intelligence so that I can continue to distribute Srila Prabhupada's books. Prabhupada has said that by distributing his books, communism will end. Krishna, please help me. Yes, you are correct. You are correct. I am an American. But I don't have equal rights to apply for the proper jobs. Yes, I am an American. But I'm eligible to live only in the ghettos. Yes, I am an American. But I'm treated worse than a third-grade citizen. I'm completely oppressed and exploited in my own country. You know why? Because of my color. I thought I could come to your country to experience the true freedom, the true equality that communism has to offer. But unfortunately, even in this country, even over here, I'm prosecuted for being an American.
So a propaganda about America, it being a racist, exploiter, oppressor of its own citizen, it's true. We thought it's all made up.
I know. I understand. You've come here to find equality and brotherhood.
Yes, I came here seeking camaraderie amongst all classes of men.
Yes, it's true. You've come to the right place.
I was just sharing my experiences about the socialist freedom, and that is why I was lecturing at the university.
We can understand you completely. We are sorry about all the botheration that you had to go through. Please keep your passport and travel in this nation as you like.
Welcome to the People's Democracy, the Workers' Paradise.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Maharaj went through many similar incidents during those years of preaching in the communist countries. Especially harrowing were those 8 often solitary years spent infiltrating the Iron Curtain, the former communist bloc of Eastern Europe. for developing underground bhakti cells and secret book distribution. His personal motto during those severe years was, "I may live or die, but the Bhagavad Gita and the Srimad Bhagavatam are eternal." After returning to the US, Maharaj focused on Prabhupada's vision of establishing preaching centers to attract people to Krishna consciousness. To fulfill Srila Prabhupada's desire, Maharaj went to New Zealand, and similar to how Prabhupada spent his first year in US understanding his audience, Maharaj spent his initial time understanding the pulse of New Zealanders. He came up with the loft-style preaching, which soon became a very successful venue to attract the Western youth. Many students, professionals, and even tourists who have come to visit New Zealand came in touch with these devotees through such centers and have themselves become wonderful devotees and leading book distributors. A small country like New Zealand has figured amongst the top countries for book distribution. Today, through the success of the Loft Preaching Program, a large number of devotees have been cultivated in various parts of the world. Maharaj continues his legacy by inspiring and caring for devotees around the globe through his constant travels, lectures, and writings. Thank you. I would like to introduce the characters of this drama. Please come on stage, please, all the characters. Vrajabhava Prabhu as Devamrita Swami. Jyoti Mataji as Devi Shakti Mataji. Dvija Pitambar Prabhu as the Brahmachari. Tirthapad Prabhu as the Brahmachari. Bhakti Mataji as the mother. Daniel as the son. Shyam Sundar as the upcoming devotee. Dikshit Prabhu and Nalin Prabhu as the university officers. Last but not the least, Nityananda Priya Prabhu and Anantavira Prabhu as the KGB officers. His Grace Arjun Sakha Prabhu for scripting and directing this play. Thank you very much, Prabhu.